TV here. I'm Fitz. I know you guys know Natasha's gone, right? She's gone. She's actually out enjoying some family time. So I was like, you know what? Go ahead and do that. Sorry guys, I'm gonna enjoy this ride because I don't want day. So yeah, she's out there actually enjoying some family time. So I'm like, you know what? That's cool. But I'm still wanting to bring you guys a video, which would just be, you know, hot topics, pretty much. Same old Fridays. You know, we do this every Friday. So let's do this. So I wanted to go ahead and give a special shout out to Princess Love and Ray J. They got married. Congratulations. Great. You know, sometimes toxic relationships can become untoxic. Maybe they went ahead and went to counseling. Maybe they worked through their problems, you know, together without counseling. Like, I just wish them the best. But the reason why I'm even shouting them out is because Brandy was there and I heard she sung out at last, and I fucking didn't get to hear it, but I know it was amazing. So, shout out to her. Shout out to her. Shout out to them. Shout out to Love. Shout out. So let's go ahead and move on to the floods. I want to talk about the fucking floods. That's horrible. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Actually, my best friend just left New Orleans. She actually moved home, moved back. So that's great. You know, back to California. That's where I am. So it's, you know, it's sad to see that, you know, but I did realize that President Obama wasn't playing that. He wasn't waiting no time. He actually has declared it as a state of emergency. So, which means they're going to get a lot of resources and a lot of help, which is great. You know, it's just sad to hear that, you know, they're, you know, granted it's not the same area as it was, not New Orleans, but it's still, you know, Louisiana. So it's still like, goddamn, you know, they're just flooding. They can't catch a break, you know. So I'm sure a lot of people got a lot more risers. I'm sure a lot of people got flood insurance after that whole Hurricane Katrina. It's not a hurricane, so I'm sure it's not as bad, but there's still lives being, you know, lost in the midst of it. So, you know, houses and cars and, you know, just everything. So that's devastating. But, you know, I pray for them out there, and I hope that, you know, they're able to recover, which I'm sure they will. They're a strong state, so I'm sure they'll be able to recover. You know, this is nothing like Hurricane Katrina, so I'm sure they'll be all right. But prayers enough for them. So let's go ahead and talk about the dumb shit that's going on. I know you guys heard about Cam Newton. So if you didn't, he did an interview with GQ. I need to take a sip on this one because this is some bullshit. So he did an interview with GQ, pretty much saying that racism is over. No such thing as does not exist in this time, in this age. You know, I don't realize. You know, I do realize that, you know, in this day and time, a lot of, you know, what is that? Magazines misquote celebrities, but GQ is a big magazine, and I would think if I was Cam Newton and they misquoted me, I would have their ass. I would sue them. I would figure out some type of way to go ahead and just make sure that my people know that I didn't say that, because that's some bullshit. That if you really think that at this time, when in the height of racism tension or race tension, that racism is gone, you're a dumbass. If you really believe that, if you really believe that racism does not exist, when we have Black Lives Matters movements going on, they're sitting there calling them terrorism groups. You really think that Black Lives Matter does not exist? You sound like a dumbass. So I'm praying that that's not, is something going on, something not cleaning the milk. You know, I'm hoping that he goes ahead and, you know, says something. Like, I understand that he's a football player, and I had Googled his name, and, you know, it had an article that said, you know, he's not focused on racism or politics. Fine. Great. But that's why when you did your interview, you should say, you know what, we don't want to talk about this topic, and we don't talk about that topic, which would be racism and politics. And I would have chunked that. That would have been done. If you guys have a problem with that, as far as GQ, if I was his representative, I would have been like, if you guys have a problem with it, we won't do the interview. And GQ would have went ahead and said, okay, you know what, we'll go ahead and pass those questions on over. You know, but as far as to let them ask you the question and you said some dumb shit like that, you lost all respect, bro. So good luck to you and the Panthers. Let's go ahead and move fast that. So, Gabby Douglas hair. We talked about this in our last video, but I'm gonna touch it again because she recently did a interview and press conference actually, and talked about how it made her feel, and pretty much, you know, just expressed how she felt about everybody just pretty much picking on her. You know, they went from the hair, then they went to her not putting her hands over her heart. It's like doing the national anthem. Get the fuck over it. Get the fuck over it. as I was listening to Reed, and I know you guys probably hear me say the Reed so much, but I really love that show. That show is really a funny show. It's a great show. Those two, Crystal and Kid Fury, make a ultimate duo. Like, I love them. They're great. But, you know, they were pretty much saying, like, you know, shit, the way we are treated as black people, I wouldn't put my hand over my heart. You know, America does not give a fuck about us as of right now. So why shouldn't we sit there and do, you know, put our hand, it's not like the Pledge of Allegiance to where we are pledging allegiance to the flag. Fine. As long as they keep under God, I'm good with that. I will always put my hand on my heart, you know, but if they ever take that out, I'm down with that too. You know, but as far as, you know, the national anthem, it's not a big deal. You know, they just keep on trying to find things to nitpick, and, you know, it grows like a wildfire, and we need to realize that even the hair thing, that grows like a wildfire as well. Like, it's negativity. And that is not even, you know, said. I mean, how would you look if you did fucking 1,000 fucking twirls and flips and jumps and leaps? How would you look? How would your hair look? It wouldn't be intact, I'm sure, either. It would be fucked because you're sweating. She's gonna sweat that shit out anyway. The natural saying go natural. The perm girl saying go perm. Do this. Leave the girl alone. Fuck it. If she just wants to, and then I forgot about the weave heads, which I love good weave. I'm not mad either way. I love actually natural weave, perm. As long as it's right, I'm happy. But let it be. Let it be. I wouldn't not expect, like, what do you guys say to fucking football players? Are you guys worried about them? WNBA. Are you guys worried about their hair? Like, she's an athlete. Her hair should not matter how it looks. As long as she bring home that gold, and even if she wasn't, she's there. She qualified. So we should be proud as black people to just uplift her and be the ones to actually stand and be there to say, you know what, good job, girl. Regardless of whatever she placed or she didn't place, whatever. We should be the one that's rooting on our own people. You know, I'm so over this crab in the barrel mentality with us people just so fucking stupid and ignorant. So let's move on, guys. Let's move on because it's gonna get me upset, and I've been drinking, so I probably should not be getting upset because I'll be shouting. So let's go ahead and move on to another topic. Bishop Eddie Long. Sir, I'm a naturally thin guy. I'm naturally thin. I've been thin all my life. This is actually probably like the heaviest I've ever been. You know, I'm getting older, so of course metabolism kind of slowing down and all that stuff, which I'm happy about because I've always wanted to put on a little weight. Great. But I know it's for him. He's looking like a blowfish on crack. Eyes all like, it's like, what's going on with you? Like, you don't look healthy at all. You look sickly. He said that he does not want to eat slave food anymore. I'm guessing he means soul food. Fine. That's fine. There's other healthy alternatives. If you guys didn't know, Natasha's actually a vegan. I'm all pointing like she's here, right? But Natasha's actually a vegan, so she does not eat any meat. So, fine. I'm fine with that. Go ahead and do your thing. But do it the healthy way, you know. And I don't know if you guys remember the scandal with him and the boys. I pray to God that, you know, everything's okay with him. Amen. Let's move on. Because if you guys don't know, I'm actually a preacher's grandson. So my grandmother's actually a preacher, has her own church and all this stuff. We'll save that story for another time, you know. But all I'm gonna say is, you know, yeah, we'll move. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything. We'll talk about that another time, actually. So let's move forward. Now, let's go ahead and talk about. I'm just talking about all the bullshit. Like, it's just like a bunch of bullshit. Like, I'm just like, let's talk about, you know, do you love him? What the fuck? Like, Countess Vaughn. I'm so disappointed. I never thought that, you know, in a million years. First of all, I've been a fan since Moesha. Like, because I'm a big Brandy fan. I've been a fan since Moesha. So, you know, she came along with the baggage. As Kim. And the Parkers, still a fan of her and Monique. They did that. But the fact that I never would have thought she would have sounded so horrible on a motherfucking song. I would have told her just save that, never release that in your life. Save it. To me, it sounds like, and I'm gonna be honest, to me it sounds like, you know how they do takes in the studio? They do, you know, takes so they can get the note right and they stay in their note, all that stuff. Great. To me, it sounded like she was like, they did use take 1, but she had worked all the way to take 10 to get it correct. But they just actually fucked up, like the mixer fucked up, or master, or whatever, fuck producer, fucked up and used, 1 instead of using 10 when she hit the note right. That's what it sounded like to me throughout the whole song. Like, it was not right. She would hoarse some points. You couldn't really understand what she was saying. It was a mess. It was a hot ass mess, and I'm disappointed. As far as her video goes, the video was horrible. The song track was going. She was singing in the track horribly, but she was singing, and her mouth was moving in slow motion. I don't know what kind of 90s video she was trying to pull, but it wasn't done correctly. It looked like it was shot on an Android phone. I wouldn't even give her an iPhone because it was horrible. And you know what? No, let's be real. iPhone at least. iPhone. But we know it can be done correctly because we saw Beyonce do 7-Eleven. And that shit was amazing. But her shit was horrible. Presley, be quiet. I'm sorry, guys. That's my dog. He's hot mess. So we know that literally it can be done correctly. You can do it and edit and do all that shit and use Apple and make magic. But her shit was horrible. Quality, I won't say the quality wasn't grainy, so I won't say Android. I'll go ahead and give her Apple for that. But the way the whole blueprint of the video or treatment of the video was horrible. And recently, Lisa Wu went ahead and said, if you guys don't know who she is the lady from Real Housewives of Atlanta, who also was a co-star with her on Hollywood Divas. She's a gorgeous woman. She's a black and Asian woman, beautiful, great looking woman. She literally said that she was responsible for the video. Lisa Wu, if I would have done that video first, if I would have done a video and I would watch it back to myself in the privacy of my own home, I would say, you know what? We're deleting that and we're going to go reshoot it. First off. No. Fuck that. First off, when she would have came to me, when fucking Countess Vaughn would have came to me, a.k.a. Kim Parker, would have came to me and said, I want to shoot a video. Here's my track. Here's the song that I want to shoot to. I would listen to that shit in my privacy of my home. And I would have said, oh, delete that bitch. Go back to the fucking studio because that's horrible. But for some odd reason, you went and you took the job. Whether or not it was free or unpaid. Your name is on it. So which means if your name's on it, is a representation of you and all of your work and your experience. That's one thing that you learn in any job. Whatever you do, when you're assigned to a project alone, there's nobody to blame it on. It's going to be a representation of you. You're responsible for that. And she should know that as a businesswoman, as she says she is. So, when that shit got released, bitch, you getting the heat. I'm not going to excuse me. Fuck. This red is giving me 2 thumbs up. I'm not going to blame Countess. I'm not going to blame Countess. I'm going to blame Lisa Wu. It was a horrible ass video. The song was horrible. Lisa, you get all of it. You get the song and the fucking video because you agreed to it. And regardless now if it was free or not or whatever the fuck the agreement you guys had, that does not concern me because I had to listen to it and I had to watch it. It hurt my eyes. It hurt my ears. It hurt my heart to see Countess look like that and sound like that. All that's on you because you were a director and you're the one that came with the video treatment. So, bad job. Now, for Countess, next one, kill it. I know you got it in you. I know that you can sing. I know I've heard you sing. Even with your thyroid issue, I know that you can sing. Pick a day when your thyroid's not inflamed and you're able to actually belt out those notes. And it takes you 2, 3, 4, 5, 100 tries, takes, whatever the fuck they call it in the studio. Do it. I know that you can do it because I believe in you. And I believe a lot of people was actually waiting on a good record from you. I mean, this is one hit single. We're waiting on it because we know you have the voice. Ever since you did that little whatever the fuck you sung to Usher on that little show, we know that we've been waiting on that. So bring it, Countess, bring it. And so let's go and move on. This is the last topic I got, guys. I'm actually tired. It's getting a little late now, and this wine is telling me to go to bed. So I'm gonna talk about Tatiana Ali. Ashley from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She's actually First off, before I even go into that, I've never seen a show have so much drama behind it. Yes, we had The View. Yes, we had Star Jones and all her fucking fuckery. We've had all that. But it seems like The Real is having so much drama. Like, it's just ridiculous. Outside, like, even with the Tamar situation, like, which I felt like was so unprofessional. You guys knew what you were doing with Tamar. You know that Tamar is a brat. Sorry, she is. She's a baby. It's nothing wrong with that. We know she's a brat. So you guys knew what you were doing. So now you guys made it seem like you guys were using her, and to get the fans to watch. And now people are hooked to the show. They're gonna watch regardless if she's there or not, regardless fans or not, because Tamar hasn't released the album in a minute, so she does not have that fan following as she did when she first came out with Calling the or was it? Oh, I was about to say Calling Our Hearts. Again, that was not it. I was about to say Keisha Cole, but she did have an album called Calling Our Hearts. But what's the fucking shit song called? All the Way Home. I can't even think of the fucking name of the fucking track, but everybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Love and War. Bam, that's what it is. Love and War. And, you know, the following, they're still going to support the show. You know, though some people saying they wouldn't, but I'm sure they're watching. So it's like you got your fan followers, you used her for that, and now you released her, and now you're being sued by Tatiana Lee. So, the story with Tatiana Lee is that she's suing because she said that she pitched the actual idea. All the way from all the way. Because when I first saw this article, I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, how can you sue a show for an idea that you pitched? Like, come on. Is that, to me, you know, it's so many different shows. The Real sounds like The Talk to me. The View, like, they all sound like they are together. Shit, it does not. They even talk about some, you know, when they talk about health things, you know, on The Talk. Literally, it sounds like the doctors. Like, they all are kind of stewed in together. Steve Harvey had a show. Like, what the fuck? How are you going to sue? Like, it's just a talk show. But from my understanding, from her court documents, it's saying that she actually picked out the individuals that she wanted to be on the show as far as characteristics goes. Now, I don't know if she actually named them out as far as like Tamar, Lion Love, Jeannie. I think her name is Jeannie. I can't think of her last name. Tiara. What's the fuck name? Tamara. And Adriana, bitch, what the fuck is that? Cheetah Girl, her. If you know, I don't know if she actually listed those women as actually key players in the show, but she said she pretty much picked out the characteristics of the show, what she wanted it to be about. And that's why she has a case. Now, if the Real producers done that and they took that from her, I hope she wins. Because I literally felt like that's fucked up. I do not believe in similar ideas, period. And especially if it's about having a paycheck attached. That's fucked up. You don't do that to people because you never know what their background is and what they're going through. You never know. So you don't want to do that. So, you know, more power to her. I hope she wins the case. So we'll see how that unfolds, I'm sure. But what makes it a little weird is that she waited so late. The show's on third season? Comment below. I believe she's on the third season. I mean, she is. The Real's on third season. I believe so. And the fact that she actually made an appearance on the fucking show. So that's even weirder. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know why. If somebody told my idea, I wouldn't be appearing on their show. There's no way, because you're gonna pay me enough for it. I want to see you in court. But I don't know. I have no idea. So that's pretty much it, guys. You guys share what you guys think. Comment. We got a new subscriber. Thanks for subscribing to our channel. Appreciate it. Much love to you. And also like, share. Guys, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm actually tired. I had a long ass day. Thank God it's Friday because I get to actually sleep again. I don't work on weekends, so that means I will be sleeping till about 9 o'clock. So that's beautiful. I usually have to be up by 5. So this is a lovely evening. I get to stay up and chill on my little boo thing. You know, probably cuddle or something. You know, yeah. You know how we do. But yeah, thanks for liking. Actually, make sure you guys share this because I feel like our views are coming up, which is beautiful. Like, I'm loving the views. But share it. Go and share on your Twitter, and you can follow us on Twitter at the Captivity TV. Oh no, actually, it's Captivity Hour. Captivity Hour. So that's what it is on Twitter. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'm out. Bye.